What's going on, guys? This is SirXavier here, bringing you some gameplay with some commentary on Titanfall. I just got this game new release. I actually pre-ordered it from GameStop because after seeing the beta so many times and how many friends of mine just kept bragging about how they had a code and I signed up for it too late, I decided to go ahead and get the game. And you know what? I don't regret the decision. I know a lot of people were maybe a little disappointed that it was only a multiplayer kind of game, even though they kind of implemented a little bit of content in there with campaign and everything too. And me in particular, honestly, I like campaign. I enjoy a good story because part of video games is it's a great experience. Social with your friends, social interaction. You get to play, you get to compete. Everybody loves the competition and joking around, playing around, recording, doing everything, and that's what I love about the gaming environment too. But I do miss campaign, and I feel that Titanfall would have been a pretty great story. And I understand that the story has been done. You have these people that go out and they start their own lives together too, and they're doing the terraforming. You can almost kind of compare it to what Firefly was. And Firefly, the different planets, some people all the way on the outside, terraforming everywhere. It's tough life, and then other companies come in and there's competition. Now that wasn't the main story of Firefly, obviously, but you could see some of the elements in there with the other planets there too. And I feel like that's kind of what Titanfall could have gone with too, and it would have been fun. I would have enjoyed playing it. You get to fight in Titans, you get to fight for different points, you get to fight with enemies, campaigns, different stories, and everything too. And even though this game will probably still be successful, because it's with the next gen platform, they marketed the hell out of this game and they really blew it up too. I still wish they had put a campaign into it, at least put in some effort, because it would have definitely been a little bit separated a little bit from other titles like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I feel like, just kind of gave up on the whole campaign story and everything too, because it started off great. It was completely different. It was focusing on different wars and current times and everything with Russia and the other wars that are going on too. And sorry, my memory of the campaign is not the brightest, but that's kind of my understanding too. But so I love the campaign of Call of Duty. I know the focus was on multiplayer and it did phenomenally on multiplayer, and that's the most popular part in it, but I really did enjoy the campaign and the story because, like I said, I love a good story. So that's my only take. I really wish they could put on Titanfall. We'll definitely see how the multiplayer focus on the game will function, and I believe this could be changing ground for video games in the future too. A lot of companies especially are going to focus on this game to see how successful it is and see if they just need to focus on multiplayer, which I have a feeling this game will probably do pretty well, decent enough that other companies and other developers will start focusing on doing just multiplayer games. And we've already seen that kind of element already starting to focus in, where there's a few games that just do a campaign only, which are great, which is great and enjoyable and everything too, but they're all starting to get that multiplayer function. They're all starting to focus more and more and more on the multiplayer function too. You saw it with Assassin's Creed especially. I started playing Assassin's Creed from the first one with Altair and everybody too, and you saw it change really quickly, and they saw the value in social interaction, and the social interaction is absolutely necessary for video games to succeed and everything too. But nothing beats a good campaign, nothing beats a great story, because that's what all this is a story. You're telling the story of this world and this game that you are playing in, and that you're enjoying, and that you're destroying, and that you're killing these enemies, and why are you killing them, why are you fighting for this. And I like a good cause. I like, to understand, the elements of the story. And they do implement a little bit into Titanfall. I'll give it that. I find it a little interesting how you can pay attention to some of the campaign elements. They do little storylines and everything too, saying, hey, we need to control this point. We're running out of fuel. The company's coming in. We're going to, oh, God, no, the big bad company and everything too. So you always have the bad guy and the good guys, and you can play for whichever side you really, you go for and everything too. So it was interesting how they implemented with the multiplayer feature. I think it works. I just really miss the multiplayer because you can still play with friends. It's not like you can't enjoy the campaign and play with friends too. And you have the whole thing of the campaign where it's like, I'm an enemy, shoot me, kill me, da da da. And I see how they can kind of become redundant after a while because you have all these easy enemies that you can kill. There's not really post a challenge too, but it's not like you can't change the difficulty. It's not like you can change it to make it a challenge too. And it's not like the developers can't make certain aspects of it challenging and interesting and different and adventurous. Because I remember Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare, where they had the whole sniper mission. That was by far the most popular mission, I'm sure, because it was different. You had to sneak past enemies. It's challenging as it can be, especially to first-time gamers who they're trying to appeal to. And it was very challenging. You had to sneak through and everything too. And it's not like you can't implement those kind of elements into gameplays or story modes. You make it different. You know, the biggest thing Titanfall had going for it was these giant mechanism and robots, and you could free run and you shoot things and blow them up, and they fall from the sky and you get them like that. It's easiest to score and get and just kill and destroy things. It was like Transformers with a first-person shooter element. And or actually I like to compare it more to the machines from Avatar. And I thought it was awesome. They definitely did a phenomenal job implementing the Titans and everything into this game too. It probably limited competition-wise because the Titans are completely open, as you can see. I just got stumped on. Anyways, the Titans are very OP. They probably won't be, there's probably this game, they'll have to change a lot to actually have it competition-wise and everything too. And that was definitely the main driver for this game. They had the next-gen console going with it as well. But I still feel like I really wish they had implemented a separate standalone campaign. Now, I know I've talked to a few friends of mine too, and a lot of people just buy the game just to play the multiplayer too. And that's enjoyable and everything too. And I respect that they want to play with their friends. But what makes a game great is the story. And I feel like this could have really used the story, because you see Grand Theft Auto. Great story. Didn't make any sense whatsoever, but it was an absolutely phenomenal story. And that game was the most successful video game ever. Period. Just most successful. Completely blew every other game out of the water and just was successful as can be. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up real quick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Tell me, you guys, what you think. What do you guys think about video games? You think they should keep the campaign or just focus on multiplayer completely? Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe below. Let me know your comments. I'll try to respond as it can be. And YouTube, I'll see you later.